There are times when people really regret their decision. Like when some find out they can no longer bundle their insurance for the best deal. Come on a walk with us through some of our favorite campgrounds while we discuss why you will regret buying an RV. Let's get started. While we walk through Wowweep RV Park on Lake Powell, the first question most people start asking when buying an RV is, how difficult is it to drive an RV? Get ready to white-knuckle it, because driving a big rig like an RV or a truck and trailer can be nerve-wracking. But driving an RV requires a different set of skills, strength, and knowledge than driving a regular passenger vehicle. RVs are larger, heavier, and less maneuverable, making them more challenging to drive. Additionally, navigating unfamiliar roads and dealing with adverse weather conditions can add to the stress and anxiety of driving an RV. At the end of a quiet 500-mile day, about 5 minutes from our campground in rural Alamosa, Colorado, to visit Great Sand Dunes National Park, we got a wind shear that pushed our rig into opposing traffic unexpectedly, and the wind almost caused a tragic accident. It was like trying to steer a sailboat through a knockdown. But driving through major cities can be more debilitating. If you've ever driven through Cincinnati or Atlanta in construction zones, it's some of the worst RV driving you can experience. But one of the biggest challenges for RV owners are the Rocky Mountains. The miles of grade where any mistake can overheat your brakes and cause them to fail will put the fear into any confident car driver. But the Appalachians, like the drive between Shenandoah National Park and New River Gorge National Park, offer even more technical driving that will test your mettle. For some owners, the fear and intimidation associated with driving an RV can be a source of great regret. Later, we will talk about legal restrictions, but most people don't think to question, how does RV living impact family dynamics? Living in close quarters with family members can strengthen bonds and create lasting memories, but it can also lead to conflict and tension. From disagreements over space and privacy to conflicts about travel plans and activities, RV living can test the patience and resilience of the best family members. But the lack of personal space and downtime can exacerbate existing tensions and strain relationships, especially if someone in your brood is not fully committed to the RV lifestyle. For some families, the challenges lead to regret the purchase. How do unexpected repairs impact RV owners? Despite regular maintenance and upkeep, unexpected repairs are an inevitable part of RV ownership. Think about your house in an earthquake. An RV is basically living through an earthquake every time you leave the driveway. But this earthquake lasts for hours and days depending on how far you drive. From engine issues to plumbing problems to electrical malfunctions, there's no shortage of things that can go wrong with an RV. And because RV repairs often require specialized parts and labor, they can be expensive and time-consuming to address. These unexpected repair costs can quickly add up, leading to financial strain and regret among owners. But depending on where you are located, you may not be able to find someone who will do the repair. If you find a shop that can do the repair, it can take months for them to schedule you in. So depending on the repair, you could lose good camping time waiting for the repair while your RV depreciates and you are paying to keep it. So a lot of people who are not mechanically inclined really regret buying an RV. But if you are looking to buy an RV and plan to repair it, read our video description for some examples of must-have repair supplies and tools for your RV. Now, as we walk through spacious skies near Shenandoah National Park, it amazes us that we've been RVing for almost 10 years and continue to learn more about the next question. How do legal restrictions impact RV owners? There are a maze of laws and regulations governing where RV owners can park, camp, and travel with their vehicles. Many neighborhoods, cities, and homeowners associations have restrictions on RV parking, which can limit where owners can park their vehicles and for how long. But with what is happening in California and other states, campground regulations, zoning laws, and travel restrictions are changing across the country, making it difficult for RV owners to plan their trips and own their RV. Safety and environmental laws are also getting more strict, but now our RV is going to be restricted by the 10-year rule. Violating these laws and regulations can result in campgrounds you can't stay at, getting fines, penalties, or even having the RV towed, adding to the frustration and regret of ownership. We'll talk about the money side of RVing in a second, but do you like this walk and talk format? We share our campground reviews and travels through the national and state parks in this way to give you the best views to plan your trip. If you're traveling like us, subscribe today so that the next time you search a place we've been to, we show up at the top of your search results. Okay, back to the list, and if you underestimate this next question, you will definitely have regrets. Is it financially smart to buy an RV? Purchasing an RV is a significant financial investment, and the expenses don't end at the dealership. Most want to ignore the cost, but hear me out. Campgrounds are getting more expensive at many, over $100 per night, but there are ongoing costs to consider such as insurance premiums, vehicle registration fees, and maintenance expenses. Registering an RV is more expensive than a car. Plus, with insurance costs, you will want to put the RV in storage with your insurance when you are not using it. But when you go to register your RV, you need to take the RV out of storage to get the registration renewed or possibly pay fines. But even worse, we found out that the best coverage for our house is not the best insurance coverage for our RV. So we are unable to bundle and save on our insurance package. Insurance will also ask about the age of the RV, what you are using it for, whether you have younger drivers in the house, and if you are full-time, making the insurance conversation more complicated and more expensive. Additionally, fuel costs can be substantial, especially for larger motorhomes or vehicles towing trailers. For many RV owners, the financial burden can become overwhelming, leading to regret over the decision to buy. Every good camping video needs a dad joke. What do bears call campers and sleeping bags? Soft tacos. There's a good reason to buy an RV. Okay, back to the list, and let's dig a little deeper into the money while we walk through Goulding's RV Resort in Monument Valley and answer, what does it cost to maintain an RV for a year? We've found that our RV costs about $3,000 per year to keep. That does not include traveling with it. Included in the cost is the vehicle registration insurance, generator maintenance, and RV maintenance, including oil changes and other items. We do all of the winterization and general coach maintenance ourselves, but even trailers need axle service, tires, and other costly work. But adding to the price for you could be the cost to store the RV. If you add all of those costs, you could easily exceed $5,000 annually. Make sure you join the conversation. If you own an RV, what do you own and how much does it cost you per year? We'd like to know how your experience compares to ours. Okay, time to take a time out from the money. So, how comfortable is the RV experience? RVs are designed on a budget for efficiency and mobility and are more compact and lightweight. But they often sacrifice comfort and luxury with cramped living quarters and limited amenities. RVs can feel more like a chore than a home away from home. Additionally, factors such as temperature control, noise levels, and sleeping arrangements can impact comfort and quality of life for RV occupants. Those who need a formula for good sleep will often regret buying an RV. But rooftop air conditioners can only reduce the temperature by 20 degrees. So on a hot summer day, the RV will have a hard time trying to get down to 85 degrees. On the other hand, cold weather camping can freeze pipes, but it can also be impossible to keep an RV at a pleasant 65 to 70 degrees. But some people are too short or too tall for an RV. Tall people may feel the need to duck. Their feet will hang off the end of the bed. Short people may not enjoy the seating or can't reach the pedals to drive. But they may not be able to work the controls on the ceiling without a stool. For those accustomed to the comforts of home, you'll regret buying the value-engineered RV. If you regret your RV, join the conversation and tell us why in the comments. With that list, we might just make another video. But if you're like many of us and love RVing anyway, watch this video next.